Hi Insiders, I'm Daniel Pickett here on AFI TV, and you are back. We are back once again for AquaMondays. I'm sorry these have been delayed a bit. I got a new job at the beginning of the year, some of you may know, and it's taken up a lot of time, but it's been very rewarding and I love it. But I'm glad to be back, and I've got a lot more cool Aquaman stuff to show you, so hopefully these are back on track now. I've got a couple of these in the can, so it's just a matter of cutting them together and posting them. So I'm hoping to get back on a regular schedule and showing you the latest and greatest of Aquaman goodies that are in store for you, both, you know, sort of older things that you might not know about, or brand new things, such as the DC Collectibles Bombshells Aquaman statue. This one is a lot of fun. We saw it at, I think the first time we saw it was at, I'm trying to remember if it was Comic-Con last year or if it was Toy Fair this year. We haven't had a lot of males in the Bombshells line. There was a Superman with the Power Girl, and there was a Joker with a Harley Quinn. I think this is the first standalone male that they have done in the line. Of course, since it's Aquaman, I have to do an AquaMonday on it, and the gang over at DC Collectibles was kind enough to send me one, so thank you very much to DC Collectibles. This is in stores right now. It just came out this past week, so it's very new, very fresh, and I am excited by it. A lot of people ask me when they saw this first reveal, like, are you going to get that for your Aquaman collection? I'm like, blonde hair, you know, kind of a classic outfit, the belt, the pants, trident, like, yeah, that's enough classic Aquaman for me that he absolutely would fit in with the collection. Of course, he was designed by Aunt Lucia, who has done all the other bombshells. You know, he was the one that sort of created Bombshells originally just as an independent thing, and DC saw it and went, hey, that's really cool, and have been using him and his designs ever since. This one is sculpted by Jack Matthews, who's you know, he's a longtime DC sculptor, just amazing work. It's always great to see his name on things. So we are going to take a look at the Bombshells Aquaman. Nice portrait there on the cover, on the front of the box. On the side, you get the actual design, the artwork for it. Other side panel is a close-up of him. And the back, we have a little bit of cross-sell with Harley and Raven from the Teen Titans. A couple of new ones coming up. And on the top, kind of a cool logo there. That's sort of what, you know, when you think about the premise of the Bombshells, when they would be painted on the side of a fighter plane in World War II. That's right there is what you would expect it to look like if it were actually painted on an aircraft. So that's always fun to see. We will open it up. It says it is an edition size of 5,000, so not a lot of those. DC Collectibles has always been great about, with their statues especially, with the foam, they will mark them top and bottom so you know which side the heavy piece is going to be on. So when you open it, it doesn't like fall out and break. You know, put the bottom down and the top on top and you should be okay. So let's see here. In case you didn't know that they were doing that. It's a good trick. I think plenty of people have had stuff drop out when they're opening something and maybe break, that they would prefer that not happen. Now also in the top here, there's this sort of panel that we'll cut open in just a second. I believe that is the base for him because I don't see that anywhere. We have a trident here. We have his nameplate here in this bag. And then we have the man himself here. I wonder what this is. What is this little... Oh, I think that's the tip of his trident there. Okay. So we'll cut this open and get the... Sorry about the squeaking. If you're the sort of person that hates the sound of styrofoam, I apologize right now, because it's going to get a little ugly here. See if I can pry this open. There it is. Yes, yes. It's all coming together, and by coming together, we're going to build it right now. So there it is, the base. Then we can put his little nameplate on here, which is magnetic, which is you know, I always thought that was pretty keen that they did that. There's that. All right. Let's see here. So he's got two different peg holes because he's got two pegs in that foot. So that tells you where he will stand. So we'll fit the larger here. There we go. There's that. Let's take the trident out of the bag and the little end of the trident here. There we are. Put that there, put the cap on, as it were. There we go. And there you have it, look at that. Anchors away, my boy. Now he's got some great tattoos on his chest. He's got a Mara heart. He's got some seahorses. He's got a big anchor on his chest, some whales. He's got this big octopus on his shoulder that's pretty cool that I like. What's on the back here? Looks like some stars and some leaves and same sort of thing up on his shoulders. And then across his, you know, rib cage right here, it says Atlantis. So, you know, fun design, fun, you know, reimagining of the character with the old time sort of sailor pants, sailor hat from the World War II era. And, you know, just sort of a fun reinterpretation of the character, of course, with the big Aquaman belt buckle there. His hat also has a little trident symbol on it and giving a nice patriotic salute. So that's kind of a fun piece. You know, I love it when they sort of, you know, we've seen a lot of different interpretations of Aquaman. We've seen, you know, the hook hand with the long hair, you know, the sort of Jason Momoa movie thing, classic orange shirt, green pants. You know, it's fun to sort of take these characters out of the norm and see what you can do with these sorts of projects. It's been sort of interesting to see. I saw a great cosplay, I think it was at Kamikaze or WonderCon, where a girl had done a Bombshells Dr. Fate, and she was an old-time, like, World War II nurse, but in blue and gold. And it was like, that was really fun, like, still taking your favorite heroes and applying this concept to it and seeing what you come up with. And they just do a dynamite job with this, and it's always fun to see each new reveal. I know the comic book has been going for a while, both online and in printed form, and you know, they keep having so much great content to draw from, and you know, I think it's fun that they're moving into the fellas for the line now. It doesn't all have to be the ladies, and you know, maybe we'll get a nice Justice League fully represented now that we've got Superman and Aquaman. Maybe we'll start seeing some. I know they've done sort of a gender bent Flash, which is a fun one. That's sort of you know, a car hop waitress, and you know, you could start to assemble kind of a fun Bombshell Justice League, which I think is great, just super fun. So this is the Bombshells Aquaman from DC Collectibles in stores right now, and just a fun addition to anyone's Aquaman collection. So thank you again very much to the gang at DC Collectibles for sending this guy over. He will absolutely be going into the collection, and I can't wait to see what's coming up next with the Bombshells. I think we'll get to see some fun stuff coming up at Comic-Con. Comic-Con is coming up in just a few weeks, so I'm sure we'll see some other fun and interesting new Bombshells concepts, and I personally can't wait to see them. So that's it for now for this AquaMonday. Thank you so much for being patient and waiting for me to come back. I very much appreciate that, and we've got a lot more fun stuff lined up, so keep your eyes here on AFI TV.